Finally, after so long, the flashback that everyone has been craving has happened. Yep, it's the History's Strongest Disciple, chapter 575. And which flashback am I talking about? I'm talking about the Shizusa Saiga flashback. But first of all, we have learned that Kenichi has mastered the ultimate Sei technique moves, and that even though Kajima is still fighting for the development of martial arts and want his masters to also fight for the development of martial arts, a bit of him is actually also conflicted at that. And that's not the main point. The main point is that we finally see the flashback of Saiga and Shizusa. However, it's a little bit disappointment. Well, actually, they're pretty fast with this one. They actually just start on when Shizusa and Saiga met. Not exactly how and everything like that. And it turns out that Sensu was supposed to be Shizusa's fiancée, because since they wanted to breed powerful martial artists, Sensu and Shizusa was a logical choice. But and also they met in a way where Sensu tried to fight Saiga, but they only caused a great rock to almost fall on them, which they both stopped with the fingers, but Shizusa kicked the rock with a kick, proving also that just like her daughter, she dislikes to show a fan service way. However, at the same time, she is tend to dress a bit revealing, because apparently under that kimono or whatever, she appears to not have any panties. I think at least that was said. Either way, and they were talking about that Kurusamagi has long since trained people with trying to eradicate feelings from martial arts. In order for martial arts to develop, they've tried to get rid of everything like pure love and pure, anger or something like that. Just focusing on martial arts. Saiga did not approve, but he also did not want Shizusa to get stuck in this. And Shizusa and Saiga did indeed grow closer, but he felt like he couldn't love her because it would only cause her trouble. But a couple of Kuremasagi that was led by Shin Sensu joined Saiga's revolt, and they did indeed start a war that Elder talked about. And Sensu even killed his own father, even though he realized that too late with his own hands. They lost many warriors on that one. And Sensu was the one who was getting off the deep end, apologizing to Saiga for doing something. So yeah, this flashback was finally getting some light, even though we say next week's chapter will get even more light. There is only some plot holes, but that's only because of this some people call asshole. When Sensu revealed himself and all that stuff, it is almost contradicting something. The elder said that Saiga was the one who led everyone and that he spilled blood and he felt for the greater good, but this flashback seems to suggest it was Sensu who led everyone, and his blood, well, the blood he spilled he felt for the greater good. However, it could very well be that the story the elder know is not the true story. Therefore, we shouldn't really complain that there are too many ass pulling in this flashback. A little bit of what we have heard so far actually is true about this one, so I am just glad that we finally saw this flashback. The questions we have asked ourselves have begun to get annoying. And we saw a little bit more about Shizusa's personality. She is indeed like Mew. And Saiga, well, I wouldn't say he is like Kenichi, but he does have many moments where he feels like he is just like Kenichi. A little bit adorable and stuff like that. But either way, it was a good chapter. Give me your thoughts if you have any. What do you felt about this flashback?